And
Just remember, you haven't stacked this new front yet.
well, today, Dave, it's got to be stacked today. It's got to be. We've got to test all that today.
Yeah.
Can't wait till tomorrow to test it and then find it don't work. So today we've got to literally finish at sort of 3 o'clock and say at 3 o'clock we've got to finish because we've got to take the boards down and test them. Because if there's anything to be done, we'll have to do it.
There's nothing that needs to be shifted in the cathedral prior to your arrival.
No, it's all done. Right, so we've got a lot to do, Jays, today. Andy and I are going to put the rest of the signs on the station.
So that the removal people will actually deliver the boards into the cathedral.
Yeah, we don't do that.
So we then just need to
Assemble
bolt them
those.
together, assemble them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, come on then, let's get on.
Hi, thank you.
So Chris, you've made some new and interesting little things I see. Tell us about them.
Yes, so Milton Keynes has a system of delivery robots, so run by Starlink, and you can go on an app and order some food from, say, the co-op, and a little robot will then deliver it to your home. And there's over 200 of these robots in Milton Keynes. They run around all along the pavements. If you go on YouTube and search for Milton Keynes robots, you'll see them. So I thought we should be modelling some of these. So I've done 5 little delivery robots that'll be placed around the layout for people to find.
Wow. You know we're going to be asked the question, are they robotic? Do they move?
These unfortunately don't move.
This is the Mark 1. That's amazing, Chris. I've seen them on telly and they look just like the real thing. Just like Milton Keynes Station.
That's right, that's the idea.
Have you?
Crossing ways.
Let's have a look. Well, you've been busy.
No, but I got Pete to do all that. Mark.
Did you?
I did more down there because it was more complicated at the other end.
Right.
Oh, then we'll leave it a temp.
You bottle merchant.
Yeah, I am, mate.
So we've got some cars in the car park.
Which glue?
PVA.
I think it's over
Extra
there, Dave, by
catenary.
the bench.
Sorry.
It should be over there, mate. It should be over there somewhere. Is it over there?
So this is the layout,
Somewhere around here.
ready to stack.
I'll just do a quick cheat on the as long as I can run through the panel, that's all I'm on.
The other thing, Dave, you know we had the holiday one of them last year, remember? Yeah, they're not going to go here somewhere, they're over the back. I've seen them. Where's the others? See them? See them? You know you look right. Go on for your control panel. Yep. Right, yep. And that one for the
There it is, Dave.
What's happening, Andy?
It's got a spare.
We're doing platforms.
He's removing them off the laser print, and then we'll put the double-sided, you see, so we've got to double them up.
Right.
Platform numbers,
Clap them together.
glue them together, and then stick them on a platform.
Yeah,
I tell you what, it's all these little.
Little things take
I
time.
mean, it's staggering how many signs there are on this station. I mean, we've done 3 sheets like this
Blimey.
of just details. And it makes a massive difference, by the way,
Yeah.
because they're all different colours.
Right.
Then do.
and that's just 2 wires in here now.
And you know, this is again, it's this argument about modern clutter takes over all the clutter you've ever seen, you know, in the steam era, where everybody wants everything.
Right.
There's so much reality now on the modern stations.
They're busy.
Oh, you know, speed restrictions, warnings about electricity, warning about stand back from the platforms.
Health and safety have been busy.
Well, I mean, it's just with a high, you know, if you don't want to be standing too close to a Pendolino doing 125, do you?
No. Is it going to actually ship with Catenary? Yeah, I suppose you can't. There's some boards at the opposite end that don't have any on. I wonder if it's been taken off for a reason.
How do you mean? Don't have any on?
It's Catenary at the far end.
Yeah, there's still more to go on yet.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah, it's not done yet.
I've seen them put them on the side. No. Sure. Okay. They're on there, aren't they? They've got to screw them on. When you're ready,
That's an extension.
you've got them, haven't you? Don't you do? You on? Super duper. Job's a good one. I'm just going to glue that thing on over there. Lost my glue again now. The PA's that is. I did have a look. Right, we've got power. I've got to glue this back on nowadays.
Have you? Catenary for the joiners, all laid out and labelled. How many tablets are going to the cathedral, Phil?
4, 8, 9, 10, 12 I think. 4 from last year. 4 new ones. Which are now USB-C, not USB micro.
Oh, lovely.
That's the thing. It also means I'm hoping we've got a bigger battery.
Right. Tell us what you're doing.
Inputting all the updated trains on the Z21 database.
Right.
Either updating the address or updating
Photo.
what functions and the photo.
Oh, very good.
Ready for next week. There's quite a lot of new stock. There's quite a few things. The Cura scale we're going to have to do there because we're not getting it till Monday. But it's what stock we've got. We've got quite a few new things. Just getting better pictures. Last year the pictures were a little bit blurry and sort of from weird angles. So trying to get like side-on pictures.
So everything's getting an update.
Yeah. So it's just easier to use and.
Are you just starting this, or are you nearing the?
Just started.
So you're going to be here all day doing that, then, are you? Do you know how many locos you've got to do?
Too many. I've got to go and paint the voyages. Well, I painted 3 voyages and the 805s, but I've got a decal and weather them. So it's,
Okay. So you'll be busy.
yeah, I'm going to be busy for the next couple of days.
Good luck.
Yeah.
We are looking for rails for. It's another overlap, isn't it? Short space. Have fun.
I'll work back now.
And you get some more wires.
1 through 10. Should be on.
It's not on this database.
You'd think it would be at every.
You got your drill, Phil?
It's right behind you.
Are you playing with some containers?
I am, mate.
So what's on the agenda today for you then?
So I built container train 1 the other day. We've got 2 and 3 to do. I think the biggest one's about 13 metres long. And basically they were all balanced for good running, hopefully, by Chris. So we're going to put the containers on now, just to keep the weight and balance as we had it. This year we haven't got as much as an incline as we had last year, which is hopefully going to help. But the proof's in the pudding, as you say.
Indeed. Well, this layout's never been assembled fully before, has it?
No. So we have got an incline, but it's not to the extent of it was last year.
Right.
So yeah, me and Chris are going upstairs now to put these containers on and put the trains together.
Finish with that now. And they're back on. I'm just testing the last of the signals. So still working, I haven't broken them.
Good. It looks superb with the feather on.
Yeah.
The colours look good as well.
Yeah, I've added a bit of yellow. No,
Right.
blue.
That's the advantage of the RGB, is you can dial it in, can't you? Don't like it? Change it.
Yeah. So now the green isn't green, it's now turquoise.
That looks green to me.
You can pay it to a green. Pay it to pure green.
Let's see what the camera thinks.
There's a logo there.
That's the walking man on the end of the platform. No, we need to put walking now.
Some do, some don't.
But I want the big panel as well if you want me to paint that.
It's in the cart.
I want it painted in 3 sides. You want the bottom, do you?
I'm just
You haven't got to see it, have you?
Well, some you painted the bottom, and some you painted the top.
Alright, I'll do it then. I've got the paint.
Okay, I'll unplug them all now.
Yeah, I'll do it. It'll take 2 minutes, giant 10 minutes.
To be honest with you, Dave, if they don't work now, they ain't going to work forever. So.
There's one here.
And there's one all the way down there behind you. I think. That's that done. One day I'll tidy the wires up.
Wait, so it's not like it's being built for a permanent display, is it? It's everything's very temporary. Oh, we've got the football pitch here.
Well, yes. You haven't got any walking men.
Everyone just wants to do bloody videos on this stuff, don't they? That's my problem.
Well, it does seem to be popular.
We have already had
I
them.
think. We've used them.
Are they easily reprintable?
One that needs doing for tomorrow.
All right, okay. And there's the other list.
Yes.
No, so they're not on everyone.
Test of that wire.
Well,
I think it
no
should be
access,
good.
No walking.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
They're not on every lamppost.
I'll do it this way because I can't be asked to put my hands through the wire.
That's good.
I think you've got to do it differently.
Let's confirm that that's
It's
right.
easy, but it's. I'll show you. I'll show you. This is a different way.
Perfect.
Just put these on.
Happy with that?
Yeah. Right.
Finish with, you can't just glue them.
Where's your glue?
What are you doing now? Putting the other wires on.
I'm using that on the 87.
Right.
You have
The smallest pan head.
Ah, it's a good test.
All the others.
You want a better pen than that?
No.
Is that scale?
Probably, yeah. It's the narrowest.
Right.
I've never actually measured it with its scale, but it's still plastic, which is the rubbish bit.
Right.
Pan head should be metal by now. To tighten it. What's that?
All right.
Yeah, hold on. I'll bring over the ones I've done.
Yes, please. You glued them, have you?
No, I haven't touched them.
No, we'll give me one at a time.
Right, that
Glue.
needs shortening slightly.
It takes,
It's a
yeah,
bit too
put a
long.
little bit
Right.
on the back.
And
It
do
takes me a
that.
little bit of time to get them lined up.
Cardboard boxes. Some on the floor.
Put a new loop. This is the best way. Flat pliers.
Right.
And get up to almost back on itself.
Ready for another?
Press the
Yes,
last bit
ma'am.
If I paint the top.
because it keeps the loop nice and tight. If it had gone all the way over
Oh,
with the
okay.
pliers, it would have left
Yep.
a bigger loop. And this keeps it tighter that way.
Got it.
And as it's only mild steel, copper coated, it's dead easy to bend.
Because we're only going to pull them on one side of the lamppost.
Okay. I can't, in fact, you can't see the other side. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So what's happening now, Dave, is those wires are coming together all the time.
Come through here.
Right.
I'm looking for a
So
box.
we've got 2 wires on the pan. And it guarantees, as it goes through the junction,
Right.
they've stayed on.
Now.
Yeah.
And there'll be a second wire here to that one. So it's a simple way of doing a junction. It's a bit of a cheat because really they wouldn't have been parallel together on the modern now, they'd be split and it'd go off on its own registration, but I ain't got time to do all that. This is a bit of a compromise, but it's a working compromise.
Yeah, looks good to me. So I presume you're still going to be installing catenary at the cathedral.
Yeah, 1 or 2 bits of wire left to
Right.
do, which I don't mind because then I can do all the tensioners. All the bits are underneath, I just need to solder on its stop.
Right.
But the whole system anchors to, and there's only 8 of them to do.
You think the running test will go
Straight look, it should go first time.
right?
All these are designed to have points where I can adjust the registration if I need to
Right.
Give me the
tweak it at all.
Got it.
thingy glue. I've got it here.
And just desolder them, slide them along the bloody. So I'm happy with that. Let's go in that way.
section.
And then running together. So it'll be a lot better when it's fully tightened up,
Right.
because it'll go like that then. And you'll see how it's all pulling. And for those who don't know what the parts are, that wire is the catenary wire,
Oh, the top, not the bottom.
not the bottom.
So what do you call the live wire then?
That's the contact wire.
I mean, they're both live, aren't they?
Oh, they're all live. But if you think of a washing line between poles, that forms what's known as catenary.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
And then you've got droppers, and then you've got your main contact wire.
Educational all the way.
Good enough.
2A.
Two-way there. Let's go on. You want to go on the other side, don't you, for that?
Yeah, go on.
We're coming to you, Dave.
Okay.
Well, that's tough. See where it is.
Dare I say, they would have been better if they'd have been printed on one piece. You just stick that piece to the other side of the.
No, you can't. You've got a single lamppost.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Now the next one, I've got it slightly offset because on that I've got an 8-car sign as well. So
Difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, that's done.
Right. Happy days.
Happy days. Now let's get the other platform. I'll just leave them there.
Just so we don't start lifting it and it all ends up on the deck.
No, no, no. I need to move that. I need this because I can't get under the counter with that. Right, so we're on platform 3.
Yep, so we've got 3 container trains this year, 30 cars, 24 cars and 20 cars. 30 cars is about 7 metres long, and that means equivalent to about 90 containers on the 30 car one.
Blimey.
So what we're doing here is just organising the containers. So these are all our containers,
Right.
and John is here fixing the containers to the cars.
Ah, so there'll be no more movement.
That's right.
That's
yes.
good.
So we're trying to make sure that it's kind of weighted properly, got all the resistors in place properly.
Resistors for the block detectors.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So every 4th car has to have resistors on. That
Right.
kind of that makes sure the block detectors are picking up where the train is.
And it'll get the whole train rather than the front
Yeah,
or the front and the
correct.
back.
That's right. That's
Brilliant.
right. So we're just organising containers by brand and size, just so we get the right mix going on, and then we can stick them on the cars.
You just put the amount of glue on so we can still take them off, and
Yeah. First 2, last 2, if we can.
What we're using on the freights to put it.
Two orange 90s,
Yeah,
2 the grey 90s,
yeah.
pair of 68s.
Okay, so the 86s aren't getting used.
Not yet. So we've got 70 on the network yellow, on the ballast train, I think.
Yeah.
Or we might swap that round actually. The locos 50s,
We are doing
50. Got your railhead treatment train.
it's a case of
Okay.
Sorry.
if you look on the bottom, Dave, you
Yeah.
can see some of these are marked from last year. So you
Right.
can see that was part of the job, was to put a resistor, it's very small,
Yes.
on the back of the axle and the back of the wheel,
Right.
bridging the flange of the wheel. And then it was a case of putting the resistant paint across it. So then when we get on the board, it will blank it out. So what we try to do is to put the containers on these ones first, because when we set up, it's important that we have it. It's roughly every 4th wagon
Right.
has to have a resistor, otherwise you'll get a broken
Block.
block on the board. Yeah, that's right. So basically, just to improve running, all the containers were removed last year. There is some new ones come as well. Chris has weighed them all because there is differences between them. So that's basically so we can balance out the train itself and get the most reliable running. And then now that that's been done, we go back, find the ones with the resistors, put the containers on those first so we know where they are. And then when we come to set up on Monday and Tuesday, it'll be a case of putting them on with every fourth one, having the resistors to keep the block there. That'll be tested. And then we've always got some spare then if there's any running problems or resistor repairs needed or anything like that, we can always swap them out and have some on the workbench to repair at the same time.
A lot of planning going into this.
A lot of planning, mate.
A lot of detail, not just the model.
That's it. Everyone's got the jobs to do, but the thing is, you know, everyone's got their own skills that they bring to it. Because everything's on such a large scale, everything takes the time, and
Indeed.
I think that's where the most impressive thing is in the numbers.
I think the most impressive thing is it all comes together on one date.
Allegedly, fingers crossed.
I'll tell you in 3 days.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. Yeah.